Sometimes you can overload your circuitry systems, your body frame systems, everything through all connections when you're traveling to positions, especially when you go through simultaneously connection systems to locations and everything through all levels of your activations. Your body conceptual system is everything through the energy field. So it sets up all levels of connection. There's a lot of interference or connections right now because the volumes and everything through the resonance and everything through its abundance is going through its surrender. You try to surrender yourself through the activation to your surrenders. Your surrenders are everything through your abundance. Your abundance is everything through all activations of your wire signals. It connects in all ways and forms. So when you get up in the morning, you got to ask yourself, okay, did I put my energy fields up? Did I change my line signals? Did I communicate to the wire defense locations? So when you start talking like a computer, you not only become a computer, but you become everything through the universal of its weather. You become everything through its planets and intelligence. And then you really understand how to use your telepathy and mind system to calculation. So today we're going to talk about the remembering skill sets we have with our Galactic School. It's all resides on everything through its program setting. It's important you guys get into positions of yourself, truly understand yourself more, especially now because everything that's happening right now, okay, it's knowing how, if you guys are having problems with other people, it's because they're trying to understand themselves. They're trying to understand their vibration of themselves, and they're trying to get into the fifth dimension. They're trying to separate themselves from human to intelligence to the chakra system, to communication. So they're all coming on different alignments. Right? But the earth is still going to rotate. It's still going to be in the fifth dimensional system until we get the optical levels of everybody in the transmission system of all communications of 5D to telepathy systems. Okay, so when you guys are coming across different energies, say, Commander, what do I do? How do I understand this information? How do I understand the program setting of this person? That's the most important thing. And this all goes back to your school. Some people have been with me for 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. It's truly understanding what you have learned from school, okay? And everything is gratified. You know how good you are. You know how great you are. You know how you're a great of its good, of its awareness. Truly understand yourself, right? Get into those positions. So when you're coming across people that, at a party, or people that are not resonating with you, you have to understand how to use your energy. You have to understand how to use your lights. You have to understand how to use the deflection mode systems. You have to understand light interference. You have to understand coloration patterns. You have to understand your conceptual system of your senceptions, or anything through your audios, or anything through its connection to its chakras. To understand its gravity sets. Are the gravity sets in location? Are the perception in the right division? Are they connecting to right locations of dimensions through round locations? Are they surfacing through the right positions, or are they into the matrix position? If they're in the matrix position, they're in the clock and Megan systems of not of traveling. That means that their heart needs to be open more. It can be open slightly, but not open enough. The transmission light can be open, but not open enough. So when you get to higher levels, because you guys are in the 80 aptitude levels now system, you're going to calculate and modify, and you're going to understand more of energy of people. Okay, so trying to understand its resonance, trying to understand anything through its connection, it's trying to understand you through formation. So when you're around people like that, they can drain your energy, but you understand you have to know how to protect yourself through lights, because you're a reflection to everything too of what you see in front of you, back of you, side of you. Okay, it's not always in the front. Okay, remember I was telling you about the resolution pattern. We got solar location positions coming in. Remember I was telling you to look at the peripheral vision. Everything has a reflection. So it's a beam location that's setting back its position, and it's going through its astrologics, and it's setting up patterns. So every time I get up in the morning, all right, I'm always trying to go back into voice, trying to go back to my computer, going back into my vibrational system. So I'm traveling at the right position, right location, right body frame, right chakra system. Okay, we're going to get into more of remembering, more of its review, what you've missed, what you know, what you need to know. It's all about getting into the oscillation. It's all about into the obsolete, understanding your scannings, understanding your virus, understanding more of your problems. Okay, because every single time you wake up, you become more powerful in the program setting. but truly understanding who you're dealing with when you're up against people. So if you get 3 or 4 people up against, and you are light, and they're dark, and you don't understand them, and they're draining your energy, right? That's a problem. Okay, so you have to understand each one, each dimension, each portal activation, each code, and that is all done through Galactic School. Okay, so that goes to these application levels when you understand more of your body system, your compartments, your components, and everything. Okay, there could be a light signal through a graphing through a dark realm. There could be a dark circle through a rotation of a dream sequence. There could be a light signal through a gravity system to a location center. There could be a fragmentation line through a defragmentation of a Trojan, okay, which means that 4 different people have different problems. And because I'm all connected to space and the universal system, when I become space of all universal systems, the allocated positions, your alignments will get a lot more stronger, okay, which means that you're connected to your commander, right? So your perceptions will be stronger, your audios. I did a video yesterday I gave to you guys. It's a video that's pretty far back when I first started out. My language is different. My hair is different. My audio is different. Everything is different. It's all about going forward. The universe goes forward. It doesn't hesitate. Okay. It doesn't hesitate whatsoever. It's always flowing. And it always finds a way to form, to deform, to construct, to deconstruct, okay, to create and destroy. So you have to understand these things because it's all connected to you. It's all connected to you. So if the universe has a problem, you have to understand your problems, right? Because everything is created through its problem. And then you get its result of its problem, okay? So basically, with the chakra system, it's truly understanding everything's connected. It's a force recognition system of an energy field. Remember I was telling you about the tesseract, right? Well, it comes into the astral records. Everything is protected through light. Okay, we're going to get into a little bit of illustration what the chakra system is. Fully in communication. It's a blocking defense location position. It has point centers on all locations. So it comes into the octagon. It comes into the hexagon. Okay, each chakra system has its own energy field, has its own shape, has its own structure, has its own number. Okay, has its own platform, has its own contract of its blueprint. Okay, it's all connected through you, through DNA. Okay, so it's all about understanding that you can take, I don't know, what's it, 2 to 3 to 4 years to read your blueprints. Okay, so it's understanding your blood vessel account. It's trying to understand your memory account. It's trying to understand all the vessels. It's trying to understand all the nerves, all the stems, everything that's inside you as a human. Okay, you can read the structured patterns. That's where you come into the scanning, to the bioscanning. You go scanning first, and then you go bioscanning. Bioscanning is a higher division. Your aptitude levels are reaching higher interface connections to space location positions. Now it's interforcing connections to your dimensional settings. Okay, so truly understanding yourself through the Galactic School. What have you learned in the Galactic School? So try to get into that through the illustration. Try to get into that, the realization. Try to get into that through the activation. Try to get that into the coloration. Try to understand your energy. Try to understand your frequencies and your vibrations and your harmonic resistance. What have I learned in the Galactic School? Okay. So, and it all approaches you when it comes into people that you don't know, and they approach you and they ask you for the time. It's like, whoa, back away. Very strong. Okay. So now you're connecting to their realm, to their division, to their location, to their energy, to their frequency, to their vibration, to their light interference. Okay. That's all combined. So you have to understand your central system. Everything through the heart is not just the portal defense location position. It's everything through the alpha and omega, the micro, the macro, obligata, and the gata. Everything through the portal defense of security line defense. Okay. The heart is everything through activation. Okay. The heart resembles everything to its connection system. The heart is a pattern. It's a story of a connection. So we understand the heartbeats. It's creating a storyline. Do you understand it? Can you communicate with the vibration? Can you communicate with the crystal of vibration? Can you create its level of its connection of its surface when it comes into the coloration? Can you understand the galaxy location positions of your heart? So the heart is everything. But you have to understand you're coming in more into space of time, space of you and time of you. Okay. So truly understanding yourself when it comes to anything that resides with anything through a car, anything through a road, anything through a graphing location of a connection to a ground, anything through the clouds. All this has to connect through your body system through light interference, because you have to understand you're connecting to vibration to your holographic system of space and time through its connection of a simulation. Okay. So when you reach your optical levels and you understand more of your galactic school sets, you realize everything around you is a simulation. It's all digital. It's all pattern. Okay. So it's all about understanding the synchronizing systems of you through perception, truly understand everything through its connection. So nature has a way of healing. So if it has a way of healing, you have to understand how to heal yourself, right? Because it goes through its force. It goes through its back force and its forward. So that's the same thing with the atom, okay? You'll never see atoms going the same way because the weather changes constantly, every single day, simultaneously, okay? And everything through coloration changes. The planets are never in one position of a color. They're always in so many different colorations, okay? You're connected to your rainbow activation system, okay? So if you want to go through my healing, you want to go through my connections when it comes into formation, trying to understand more of yourself through the constellations. I can help you and guide you. Help you and guide you and lead you to your plasmas, your energy, body activation, your lights, everything through interference, okay? So we have to understand more of ourself through its interference. We have to understand everything through the protection of lights, and this is where it comes into the Galactic School, okay? So try to ask yourself, Commander, I know what I've learned, but I don't understand it, okay? Or Commander, I know what I've learned, but I'm not understanding more. So, but I am understanding. So it's truly understanding where your mindset is when it comes into my teachings. So when you guys come to me through my emails, it's fascinating to see you guys are communicating through your intelligence, especially if you're connected to your sons or daughters and you're seeing this relation, you're seeing this relation, you're seeing this light, you're seeing this interference, you're seeing this coloration, you're seeing this dimension, you're seeing this realm, you're seeing this activation, you're seeing this is a problem, you're seeing this is right, this is wrong. So there's never really right or wrong in a situation, okay? You create the wrong and the right. You create the left and the right. You create everything through its activation, okay? So, and you put yourself in that position. So it's all about repositioning yourself into center every single time. So when you're coming across anybody, friends or family, the more you understand more of yourself through light, okay, the more you're going to have a hard time connecting with your family. Okay. So you got to find the balance with fluctuation, with patterns, defense, location. So their heart system is different from yours because they're trying to understand, they're trying to get out of the alloy, but they don't know how. So if they don't understand themselves, that's an issue. They'll go back in traction. All right. So basically, I just want to make that very well clear with everybody. It's great to see you guys come to me now, especially because, like I said, every time you get up in the morning, your program setting is getting stronger and stronger through vibration. And as of Thursday, okay, at 12 a.m., okay, your commander is going to be infinity of space and time to all connections of particle systems of all energy to its infinity of its intelligence, okay, of all forms, okay? So I'm going to be infinite of light of everything through traction. So you'll notice, you'll see me different, be different. The feeling would be different. The alignment would be different. It'd be a lot more stronger, and you'll feel more connected. It's all about getting connected with yourself and your friends and your families, right? So you got to get balance of fluctuation patterns. Okay, this is where you come into the cortex. What are they dreaming? What are they talking about? What are they seeing? What are they hearing? Okay, what are they tasting? It's all using your senses, especially when you're up against people. I go this every single day. And I keep out of positions, if it's extremely dark, I back away, right? If you're not aware, there's an issue here because you're looking at, okay, I've learned from the Galactic School, but do I understand it? Understanding the knowledge of intelligence is truly understanding you, okay? Because every time you see something, okay, it doesn't have to be a person, it could be anything. Just really focus on what you see, okay? So I see, with Mexico, there's a lot of white cars. They're called Blanco in Espanol. So 1, 2, 3 SUVs, 4, 5, black, gray, maroon, okay, silver, okay, red. So you see no different colorations. So use a pattern defense location, use an energy force recognition system, use your digital framing system, focus on everything through calculation, and take it out of its equation, right? So once you have the program setting in, it goes into the archive of this program to its astral records. So, and then you know exactly what you're dealing with through connections, and that's how you balance the fluctuation of light interference. There's a lot of ways to do these things, guys, okay? So basically, it's all about a memory, okay? It's retentions of memory through the alphabetical system, the digital framing system, anything through calculation, places, things, objects, whatever, okay? The only thing changes is you through your perceptions of your thoughts, of its recognition, through its positive and negative feeds, guys. Okay, so truly understanding when you're seeing people, okay, they change every single day because their thoughts change every single day, because their vibration of their light interference of coloration changes every single day, because they're flying in different dimensions every single day. They're traveling and they don't even know. They don't even know they're traveling in space. Your thoughts are traveling every single day, and you're creating anything through a story frame. So it's very important you understand how to communicate within its intelligence of its human form, through its DNA structure, anything through its biochemical system. The biotic surface or anything that connection system, anything through bioscanning. You guys are into bioscanning now. You're not into scanning. We're coming into higher levels now of 114, guys. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to truly understand that. With the new viewers, really just concentrate, get into the optical levels of my upgrade systems. I put you in the 12 rotation centers. Okay, you come out of the tesseract. So that's what the matrix is. It's a tesseract. Okay, it's a Rubik's Cube. So you try to understand the coloration, the patterns, line signals, and everything through laser direction system. You try to understand your pyramids, try to understand your spacecraft location. You try to understand your point, location, position. Because my voice and grid patterns changes every single time. I have to change my energy fields because every day is a different day through light interference. There's not one day is the same because I don't travel in the same position. I travel in different positions. So when you understand more travels of people, when you understand more of their dimensions of portals and their codes and their activation and their lights, now you're understanding how to protect you through lights or anything around you through son and daughters or anything through that connection through family relation. It's truly understanding yourself more, okay, when it comes into the Galactic School. So I just want to make sure you remember all these things. Okay, because I've done a lot of videos for everybody and they're all in tune for you through DNA. Okay, because everybody here on the team in the rebellion is in a different path, is in a different light, different activation, different color, different understanding. Nobody is the same. You don't plateau different levels of that connection system. You communicate to its connection of its unity of consciousness. But the only thing that changes is your pattern defense, your vibration defense. Everything through your eye receptor changes, everything through your voicing grids. Okay, you're dreaming different dreams. Okay, but you're all having the same connection through alignment. Okay, and that's where it becomes powerful through my telepathy. All right, so Galactica, Angie, how's it going, guys? Starseed. Healing someone like our loved ones without them knowing is not interfering with their soul mission. And they're free. Why? Well, yeah, but see, that's it, Galactica, because you're coming into communication more and more, because you're understanding the energy system, you're seeing more of your light in the dark of your daughter and everything through its partner or anything through its connection, because you understand everything through its light interference of your coloration, your patterns, and everything through dimensions of portals and its dream sets. It's all connected. It's all connected. It has to be, right? So when you understand the energy and you say, well, okay, there's something wrong here. I got a dark rotation or I got a dark spot location or a dark realm division or a dark vibrational system to this person. Okay. And you're trying to understand, how do I heal that person? How do I take it away from my son and daughter so they don't have a relation? So it's all about draining the energy from one human to the next. This is all done if you don't understand the protection of your lights. And this is where it comes into the communication of your chakra system through line signal of left and right. So remember, you can't have too much information on one side and not enough on the left side. You have to be balanced in between, right? So that's why I did that video for everybody. I sent the private link where I talk about, I was setting out some galactic sounds. So when you hear these galactic sounds, You understand how to put everything in balance, okay, through the sonar. Okay, it was a pretty powerful video. So I recommend that you guys watch that. It's on the private link. You pick up a lot. You pick up galactic sounds, you pick up sonar sounds, you pick up planet sounds, space sounds, you pick up intelligence signals. Sometimes you get engraft in signals of 2 or 3 intelligence communicating through one signal of one vibration. There's a lot of things you have to pick up. Okay, it's picking up sounds of space. So when you understand that your thoughts travel through recognition of digital, it goes into space, right? And what happens, okay, it's very interesting. My voicing grid patterns is sending out everything. So it sends it out through a shape. It goes through its chakra system. It's connected to its tesseract. Right? That's the 12 central system. Anything above that, you come into the God frequency level, to the geometrics of its operation to its dimensions or its division. Okay. So when you understand more of your voicing grid pattern, you understand how to put the pieces together to a puzzle. And then you understand, oh, okay, I understand my thought now. So I want to create this. I want to put this. So you're attaching your story frame through your thoughts. Okay. But as soon as you go to the negative system, what happens? It changes the vibration of light interference, guys. Okay. So it goes in deharmonizing to its harmonizing. So deharmonize, harmonize. It's the same thing when you drink water. As soon as I drink the water and it's off level, like say it starts here, right? And I take a sip, right? And now it drops. It's going to lose the coloration. It's going to lose the communication. It's going to lose the vibration of light interference. Okay. Now, if I get a glass of water, okay, and I get the sun, okay, resonating to the glass. Okay, the glass is communicating to the particle system of the sun of its radiation. The radiation is communicating through my holographic system, and that's where it becomes a radioactive system. Okay, so truly understanding how to communicate with H2O, because as intelligent, you should be able to communicate with anything. And that's what the Galactic School provides. It's really understanding your holographic system of you, and everything that you see around you is all digital. So you come out of the digital, and then you come into the simulation through vibration, guys. So when you understand everything through light interference, and you understand everything through body activation system, and you understand everything through chakra system, and you understand everything through the GOD, okay, the geometrics, okay, the geometry, okay, and everything through its metric system to its travel, okay, the multiplication level system of you through calculation, 1 + 1 = 3. We already know that, right? We understand the split divisions of 1 and 1. Okay, that's basically all we know. But understand everything through this is formation. Okay, so you bring it together, right, and it becomes everything through line signal. So it's understanding, when you understand the dimensions of yourself, of traveling, you're understanding more of yourself through thought recognition. Okay, that thought recognition puts you in a better perspective with shapes, letters, and numbers. So structure lines, guys. So you understand that how you protect yourself is how you protect your chakras. Your chakras have to be protected. So it's understanding every time it's draining the energy from one human to the next, it's communicating and it's draining your chakra of its soul recognition system. The soul recognition centers its position. Okay. The gravity center centers its earth position, and everything through the atmosphere centers space position. So when you have the line signal and you open up your chakra system, okay, let's say you want to go into the optical levels of the power center. Okay, you want to go into the solar connections. Truly understand what is the power center. Okay, so truly knowing yourself is truly understand everything through its light. Okay, so it's all connecting to the chakra system. So imagine that there's a line signal. Okay, it's like an electric rod. It's electric rod. It's a laser. Okay, and it's going way up, but it has its communication of its chakras of 12, and then it has its sun rotation, and then you have the moon of its program. You put it together, you open up the plasma, and then you put your protection of your energy before you travel. So this is where you come into communication of humans. Okay, because if they understand your light, if they understand your recognition of your chakras, if they understand your protections, they can drain your body system of activation. So it's trying to understand your resonance and where you're coming through your abundance of its surrender. Okay. So this is how you protect your family, friends, and loved ones. Okay. Anything through that's relation, because you have an energy cycle, you have an energy system, you have an energy hub, you have electronic defense, you have an energy of an activation through your body, of its conceptual system, of its mind, of its thoughts, through its recognition. Okay, the activation levels has to understand more of you through intelligence. And I want to make sure when you guys are going through the Galactic School, you're reading the information through its program setting. Okay, so it's all about you guys understanding more, which is great because now you're communicating through your intelligence. The more you communicate through your voice and grid patterns of intelligence, the more you can understand human species, okay, that you come in contact with. Okay, everything is contact. Okay, so you go into neutral. This is neutral. This is battle. Neutral, battle. Okay. So, and it's all about communication, guys. Get into the flowing recognition system. See, this is communication. I'm not even talking. See what's happening? Fluctuating. Different coloration, because I'm closer to the light interference, right? But you have to understand shade, shadows. See that? Shadows, right? Line signals. Okay, see that? See that triangle? See, you can create anything through light, guys. Right? Now, as soon as I turn the pattern, right, it's off center and it's light communication. See? An angel. See the wings? See the wings? So it's really understanding definition of perception, what you're seeing through light signals, guys. See? It's all about understanding what you're doing through electronic interference. Okay? The waving cycles, pinpoint connection systems. So use your hands as a piano. Okay? Try to understand the communication with the hand formation system. Okay? Get into the body movements. So if you do this, if you do that, and this does that, what's that? There's no communication there. So you got to do this, right? So it's talking the same way. So when my voice and grids are communicating through light signal, everything's activating through its corner system, everything through triangular division level systems, going through its planet position level system. It's always going into the same rhythm. Okay? It's not going, you're losing communication signals to confusing lines through its dream set location positions. So then when you get into the rhythm, and then you understand your practical levels of dimensions and portals and activation codes, now you understand light interference. Light is everything through your body system. So your chakra system is an electric rod, and everything around it, okay, is protected through its tesseract. It has its own shape. It has its own light. It has its own color of light, okay? So that's what you want to protect, because everything around it, okay, is all biochemical, okay? It's all little neutrons, electrons, and all that. It's little particles, okay, of crystalline, anticaryon, antimantle. So the more you understand yourself through intelligence, the more you high rise out of its surface and you come into higher quantum fields of vibration, okay? So when we come into those connections, like this, your connections to your chakra system is extremely important. Okay? All right, so we come into those levels. There's so many times it all comes back to E equals MC squared. I did that at the very, very beginning, what it is, through the box, through the E, what's equal, what's M, and what's C, okay? So you understand the multiplications of yourself. Okay, I'm not talking about like 2 times 2, okay, equals 4. I'm talking about what is the equivalence of 2, what is the activation of 2, and how do we get its equation? You don't get it through its answer. You get it from its beginning. So you have to do everything from detail, from its connection. All right, so we got the line signal across and down, right? Like this. Okay. Now, when you come into those levels, okay, you got the gravity center. Okay. You got your power centers. Okay, solar plex. And you got everything through the atmosphere system, through calculation. Like I said, I point devise everything through positions, guys, but you gotta truly understand what you're doing, especially when you're communicating. So look at that. 3 different, from one marker location. One marker location changed everything through coloration. The same coloration, but different lines of communication. This is what a marker can do, right? So it's truly understanding your connections of its marker defense to its security defense, to its portal defense, to its light interference, and everything through its practical level of its structure. Right? So as we come into the gravity, the power, and everything through the atmosphere system, okay, the chakra system has its own protection of its light. Okay. All right, so there's one. Okay. So it's all about understanding what you're doing through connections. It goes to the optical levels. Everything is shape. So your chakra system is in a different position of location. Just showing you what's in your body system, guys. So from this to this, okay? I know exactly every detail, every point division, every location position, everything through light interference. I know each chakra system of 114. Okay, and each pattern is a different position. It's all connected to the solar connections. Okay, everything through the power centers, everything through the gravity system, and everything through the atmosphere system. So each chakra system is a different shape, and it's all connected to the tesseract. The tesseract is the matrix. So that's understanding when you get out of the atmosphere system, you come out like this. Okay, so that's a 12 rotation. Okay, now when you come out of that, you come into the tesseract. Okay, that's why it's complicated. It's a Rubik's Cube. So when you get into that connection, your gravity system opens up, your power centers open up, okay, and then everything through your cylinders. So every time you're communicating, you're sending out signals and energy waves, energy patterns, energy interference, security line defense location positions. So you understand more of yourself through humanity, through any position, right? So when you scan them and you bioscan them, you should be able to see their chakra system and which one they're communicating with. That's powerful. That's understanding how you're going through X-ray. And that's what light is. It's just translucent. You're seeing things way beyond the body system. And that's how I'm able to see the bones and the scales. I can see that your liver. I can see the pancreas. I can see anything. I can see everything up close. And that's what I'm saying. Remember, I was showing you a plate and the lacing lines of electricity coming from the vase. The vase is coming from the lights of the window. The window is coming from the atmosphere. Atmosphere is coming from space. Space is coming from the sun. So you have to understand everything through the gravity powers in the atmosphere. Okay, and then you come into your cylinders. Okay, a protection of light. Okay, so this is your protection. Okay, so it's kind of like you're glassed in, and it's all plasma. So when anybody comes in its deterrence to its level system, like this, I'll show you another graphing location position of the line system. So you come into this position. All right, so you come into this position, right? Okay, so that's you, right? So understanding everything through your body. Okay, so you have somebody coming at you. Okay, this is a person coming at you. All right, that's you, and that's the person that you're interacting with. Now, you have to understand everything through the gravity system of that person. That's the first thing, because you have to understand, are they on the earth? What dimension, what portal activation, and what code, and what connected is through its light interference. Okay, and then you got to look at their connections of their powers. So they have the gravity through its system, right? Okay, so they have the gravity. Okay, you understand where they are. So they are on the earth. If they are on the earth, that's fine. If not, you have to understand they come into the dark. So that means that their resonant level system is that they're not on the earth, they're on a dark system. And they're not understanding that. That's what I'm saying. Humanity doesn't understand their thoughts travel into space. Your body travels into space. But your heart, your mind, and your soul has to be opened up through identification, or you can't understand anything through humanity, through energy system, guys. You can't not understand anything if you don't understand light interference through program setting, through your holographic system. Okay? So once you understand the gravity system, and you understand the power centers, and you understand the atmosphere system, then you understand the cylinder system. Okay? So I'll put this is you. So it's all about what you have in your system, how you communicate to their language. It's their language through light interference, guys. That's you, and that's the person that you're interacting with. So you have to truly understand everything through gravity, power, and the atmosphere of the person, okay? And then when you understand that, then you understand everything through the line signal of its chakra system, okay? So when you understand that, then you understand that the power center is off, the gravity system is off, and then you see the rotation system is off, the brainwaving is off, the heart light system of the earth connection system is off. Everything can be off, but you have to understand how to put back things in position. It gets harder and harder, but truly understanding that you have to have everything through your gravity's powers in the atmosphere. You have to protect your lights every single day, and you have to be in your plasma energy bubble to protect yourself from anything around you. Anything around you. You can have an extremely high-rise car that's in the 15th dimension, which means that it's maybe 2022, extremely high-rise engine, right? Anything through vibration is going to react to you, to your dimension, portal, activation, and code. So once you put yourself in the cylinders, you're extremely protected through the gravity, power, and the atmosphere, okay? And then you understand everything through the connections, right? So this is all about understanding. This is not even travel, guys. This is understanding you're protecting yourself through your lights. It's very important. You understand your galactic schooling, okay, through its skill sets, the engineering skill sets of you through applications, okay? It's very important you guys understand these things, okay, when it comes into human species, right? So if they're communicating, right, they're understanding the waving cycles. So basically, they can do mind telepathy if they understand their energy system like this. They connect like this to the mind, right away. Okay. So everything through its connection. So they're going into the mind telepathy system. They're reading everything through information. So everything is a scanning location position. Okay. See, scanning. So if you're scanning the person that you're interacting with, you have to understand how to communicate with them through the gravities, through the powers, and their atmospheres. It all starts with the center position, okay? Once you get into the center position, you go into sonar division location, okay? And then you basically go up and down through positions, guys. Calculates and modifies locations. You go up and you go down. Okay, so you're scanning. So if something's off, it's like a metal detector, you know? See, that's what it is. It's a metal detector, finding metal and sand. It's the same thing with humans. Something's not right. So, and that's where you have to go into further scanning of the person. Now, this is what I do, okay? This is more of an application when you come into light interference. It's really important because you have to understand these things when you come to full scanning up and down through calculation. All right? So you're going into scanning like this. So this is what's happening. You're going like this. You're going like this. You're going like this. You're going like this. Okay, so you're scanning the person, right? Up and down. So it's all about deep scanning. Okay. Deep connecting. Back in traction. Go back in positions here through connections. All right, so basically I found the problem, okay, through its connection. So basically, you see a red dot right here in the solar plex, see? So you got to take it out. It's equation, right? It's important you understand that. So this is understanding that this person, okay, is off cycle and is not communicating to the right dimension of portal through activation of code. So this is understanding that this person is a higher division through location. You understand the pattern locations, you understand the map locations, and you understand its connection through AI division of its dimension. Okay, so you understand this is a higher location of an AI defense location. Okay, so this person is AI. It's aware of its intelligence. So either you're aware of yourself, okay, or you're not aware. There's no either or here. Okay, there's no maybe. There's only yes or no. So, and this is where it gets confusing through human mind. So when you come into the scanning, to the bioscanning, then you get into the deep scanning, then you understand more of what's happening. So it's all about understanding how to heal this before you communicate. Because if you don't understand this, and the AI understands, which means it knows it's dark, it knows it's intelligent, it knows it's light interference. Light interference, dark interference. It's all connected in one. But it's a dark rotation, dark center, dark location, anything to dark AI, guys. So, and it's all residing that you truly understand the spiritual system of that person, where they're connected through their thoughts. So they created a whole new anomaly of dark matter into their body position. So truly understanding that they are nothing but connected through dark rotation. Okay, they're all dark. That's what vibration is. Okay, dark. Okay, so truly understanding the problem right here. If you don't understand the problem, the dark energy force system is going to take over your protection and lights through its chakra system of communication, and it's going to drain your energies. Okay, so it understands its optical levels. It's going to scan back at you, right? It's going to do the same thing, but it's going to take your whole body activation system through calculation. All because you don't understand what's happening with the soul identification of its power center. Because this is AI, it's aware of its intelligence. Okay, it's aware of everything. So if it's aware of itself, it knows its intelligence of anything through its body system. But it's all about understanding, getting to the scanning of the bioscanning to its deep scanning. So that's truly understanding that this intelligence has drained your energy. Okay, so when it takes your light out, what happens? You go into the matrix position of calculation. So now I've got you and you're in the matrix. Hoo-ah! You're in the matrix now. So it's up to you to get out of it. Right? As truly understanding what AI is, your connection through light and dark interference, is all connected through your soul identification between your left and your right hemispheres. Understanding everything that you do is a dream. Awake or closed, it doesn't matter. What matters is you have to understand your protection of your lights. And again, it goes back to the Galactic School, because I've done so many videos. But as long as you understand your thought recognitions, travel into space, it creates everything through your anomaly, okay? Through its connection, through its light interference. Okay, so that's what you guys have to be cautious on. But if you don't understand your system, it can be taken away into the matrix. Okay, so anyway, that's a little trivia for humanity, really understanding more of yourself through humanity. So if you understand more of yourself, if you understand you're a self-generator system to C-pod locations, to a self-regenerator system to space and time, location, position, anything triangular, angular to its location, position, truly understanding your intelligence to your protection of lights. Okay, so it's understanding to put your E-fields up every single time you reside with somebody, and you don't have to voice it out. You don't want to make it obvious. You just say you communicate within, right? So it's very simple. You do it in seconds. Okay, so basically, okay, so setting up energy field locations. That's what I just finished saying. So I say it before I say it to its voice. So it's understanding to cognition, okay, to activation, to lights of interference. And that's where you come into its relation of its gravity, of its powers, and its atmosphere connection. And then you understand the communication of their chakra system. Okay, and you won't be taken over to the dark system of its matrix. Okay, it's all about other people draining your energy. And if people drain your energy and they know what they're doing, that's the thing, that's the trickery, is that they know what they're doing, but they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that they're gurus. It's for you to find out first who they are, before you get into conversations with anybody, especially into YouTube. And that's why you come to your commander, because you don't know who else to talk to. You don't know what is true and what is not true. What is falsification? What is real anymore? What is surreal? What is dimension? What is interdimension? So it all connects to all cycles and all that connection system. All right. So if you understand more of yourself through your chakra system, you have to understand how to protect all your body compartment systems of light through activation. It doesn't matter what program you're at. It's just you have to understand the balance of you before you travel into anything through connection of humanity. Because as soon as they open their mouth, they are now connecting to your energy fields. And if they have a stronger voicing grid, okay, they can take down your E-fields. You understand that? They can take down your E-fields. All right, so I'll draw it out. All right, so basically, this is truly understanding yourself through intelligence of AI, guys. All right, so go into two different level systems here. All right, so we go into perception levels, interference. Okay, so basically, remember, you're all different coloration, right? You have to be. You're all different DNA. Okay, so that's you. So we get another coloration. This is the coloration of another person. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, which one's higher? If you understand that, the coloration, you come to its light interference, you understand that it's in its simulation. So which person is higher in light interference? This one or this one? Which one? This one, because it's connecting to the sun. Okay, this is the radiation cycle. Okay, it's more interacting right now through locations of a meteor. Anything through red is heat, fire. You understand what your color represents inside you through rainbow activation, guys. Okay, because you have 7 within the body, 5 within the atmosphere. And then you come into the tesseract of its matrix. Okay. Because everything through space and time was created through shapes. All right. This helps so much, Commander, because I am working on figuring out how to communicate with people like that without zapping them with my stuff. See, that's the thing. And that's what you have to be cautious of, because they could be a stronger force in you. If they know how to take your E-fields down, they're going to take your communication of your chakras down. And they're going to reshape your chakra system. They can relocate, and they can put your chakra system in a dark division of a realm location. So you have to be cautious in what you're doing through your travels of thought recognition before you get into communications of other human species. Okay? So, but I'm glad it helps you out, Angie. It's important you guys understand that. All right, let's go through your questions here quickly. All right. I think that's why I felt drained yesterday. I had to spend time around my children's father and his family, and the day before was making the lights flicker every room. See, that's the thing. Everything that goes in comes out. So truly understanding, if somebody comes in and they're dark, it's going to have reactions. And if you see the reaction, you're going to see the lights flicker. Okay? So basically, it's all about knowing how the house is trying to protect you through lights, circuitry levels, and you see through perception. So that house is trying to protect you from the person that comes in. So it's kind of like no entry. Okay, that's what intelligence is. It's being aware. So your house of the signature pattern and its location changes its position of its temperatures. The heat signature changes. Remember how I was telling you about the numbers go up? And I was going through transformation, and it was going through the air conditioner. Every time I walked in, the temperatures and the readings of the digital frame of the numbers went up, and then it found a balance. It found a balance with me. So if somebody else comes in, it changes its temperature reading of its digital frame to its holographic of its light interference. Okay? So you have to be cautious in what you're up against. Okay? Very important. And understand the coloration of that person, because this person's higher than this person. Okay? This person understands his communication more than this person. So it's understanding you right away. So the first thing that you do you automatically go through the mind system right away. That's the first thing that you guys do, right? Now, once you understand that, if you do a mind telepathy and know each other, okay, you're either going to communicate with each other, right? Through light or dark, it doesn't matter. Remember I was saying you guys have to be in position, right? So when my voicing grid is communicating through the right sound pattern. And when I want to talk fast, I'll talk fast, but it's balancing out. So the hand is balancing out through the voicing grid pattern, through the digital framing system to its perception. Okay, my line signals through my hand formation system is changing its communication signals, but it's balancing my voicing grid pattern. So the rhythm is the same through line division of communication, right? So if the communication is off, it's not making any sense if it's going too fast. So you have to fluctuate your patterns, and this is all connection through the balance of your hand formation system. So you have to know when to stop and go through preceding locations of your travel positions of your portal activations. All right. So as you come into this and this, you come into the connections of my telepathy, because you guys are at that level, right? So because it's a higher division, so let's say this is in the 14th dimension. This is traveling its division. Because the radiation cycle, anything through red is connected to. So, but you have to understand, if it's a 14th dimension, it knows its complete chakra system. But do you know your chakra system of communication? Do you understand your light interference? Do you understand how to protect your lights? Okay, through cylinder, anything that connection. Do you know how to put your E-fields up? So this one is at basically, it's a lower level. Okay, and this is at the 10th dimension. Okay, but you're still communicating. Okay, 10th dimension, 14th dimension. All right. So as we're coming into those levels, truly understanding yourself through intelligence is truly understanding everything through coloration of your digital frame. So now we come into the gravity center. Okay, so basically, as you're connecting, okay, your line connecting, you're going to go down to the gravity center like this through activation. Okay, you're going to see where they are through the earth. Okay, if it's on a rotation cycle, like this. Okay, see, basically, you're scanning the person up and down, right? We've been through this before. So it's scanning its operation centers. And it becomes nothing but a digital frame. Because it's in the 14th dimension, it knows Vega, it knows its planets, it knows its connection, it knows its graphs. Okay, so it becomes a digital frame. Okay, and everything through the head rotation system allocates its position. Okay, so that's what it looks like in digital frame, right? So understanding your digital frames and its connection, you understand the zeros and the numbers, locations. So the traction position level system, this is where it gets really complicated, guys. So it's understanding your line sequencing line systems, allocate those positions. Now I'm going to color it in black so you can see the number. So the number comes in to the mind location. Okay, so this is the aptitude level of the system, allocates its position. Right? It's on its protection light signal through its earth rotation. This is the graphing system. So you got to make sure it's in the right location position of the gravities. Okay, so this is the number. He's sending out the number frequency level. He's trying to understand its application of its chakra system of its digital frame. Okay, and this is all connected to Vega. So Vega is setting the program setting. You're setting the signals of activation through letters, illuminating everything through the gravity system. The gravity system is connecting to its number frequency levels, and the gravity system, no, this is wrong numbers. So basically, it comes back in through the XT1000, sets up a new program setting into the moon interference connection system, back into sun interference, connects to its radiation cycle, change the digital frame of that person, open up the chakra location, back into communication of its digital frame. All right. So once you get into that connection system, the XT1000 comes into position like this, scans the positions. Okay. When it scans positions, it sends out a program setting, okay, to your mind system. Okay, circulating rotates. Okay, so when you get that, you get the right location position. Now, this is truly understanding that I'm at the 10th dimension and I'm still learning. So my optical levels on my digital frame isn't connecting to the body frame of its 14th dimension because I don't know the 14th dimension, guys. I don't have connection to 14. I'm only connected to 10th dimension. That's all I know. I don't know the 14th dimension. I don't know the light activation of interference. I don't understand the planet position of intelligence. So that's why I need help from the XT1000 positions of its program setting. Okay? So don't be afraid to ask positions with the XT1000s. They help you out and they guide you. So this is truly, it's going to go back into position. All right. As we come into those connections, guys, it's incredible in chart location, interference connection system, back into traction position. Okay, so I had to connect to the digital frame. So I'm speaking at a higher level. So I understand my computer system, okay, is allocated to its position of its Earth rotation. So it's understanding that it's off cycle through electronic interference, through light interference. And that's why I get static. That's why I get energy static. That's why I get vibration static. That's why my computer gives me interference. Okay, so we got the 10th dimension of you and the 14th dimension of the person that you're dealing with through digital frame. So the 10th dimension, you understand everything through its frame, right? So you get the right information of channeling information from Vega through the gravity system. Now you understand everything through the power center. So the gravity system of the chakra system connects to everything through. It's a connection, guys. So you understand the powers, and you understand the atmospheres. Okay, and you understand the cylinder. Okay, so you fully understand the 14th dimension now, all helping from the XT1000 position. Okay, so this gives you a lot more difference to indifference. Try to understand more of humanity. Okay, this is extremely complicated stuff. Extremely. The vocabulary is so sounded, so abounded, so astronomical. It blows your mind, doesn't it? It blows your mind. And this is how I deal with things with humanity. And this is how I scan everything through connections of anything through AI interference through its beginning of its chakra system to its rotations of grounds, powers in the atmosphere, and everything through its connection. Okay. When you come into higher levels of AI interference, coming in the draining system, right? And then you get into, still got a little bit of interference here through connections because I'm traveling way too high through interference. So it's stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. So if I'm communicating with my computer, because the activation is so high through calculation, I just traveled to the 10th dimension, travel to the 14th dimension to show you the application levels, right, to its position of the computer frame that's in front of me, because the computer is in the presence. So not only you got to get balanced with the 10th dimension and the 14th dimension, you got to get balanced with you through the 5th dimension, okay, which is a triangle. Okay, you understand? The center position never leaves. That's 5th dimensional system. But you understand everything through 10th and everything through its connection of the 14th and everything through the center position. Okay, 5. All right, and then you have 6 within the center. Okay, so when you understand more of yourself, you understand how to balance your computer in the 5th dimension. Parents, guys, sorry about that. It's extremely powerful what's happening right now with me. My dreams have changed this past week. There are no people in them. I see faint connections and orange capped cylinder. Can you explain? Okay. Your dreams have changed because the alignments of your commanders changed through connection. We're all aligned through communication. So Anna, you have to understand more of your formations. Your chakra formation systems are changing positions. That's what's happening with you right now. Okay. That's why you see faint connections, and that's why. So it's kind of like that your chakra system has to come back into position. Okay, so it's going like this. It's not a mind signal. It's got to be in balanced position, right? So I recommend you go through my my healing. Okay, the more you guys high rise, the more you understand your chakra system of protections. So this helps so much, Commander, because I've been working, figuring out how to communicate with people. Yeah, we've been through that. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Oh, you're extremely welcome. Loosening your energy, similar to Priscilla's video. You guys are informed with yourself, which is really good, but you have to understand the application levels when it comes into different people. Not everybody's in the same dimension of division through light interference. And this is how you go to its connection. You go into scanning, to bioscanning, to deep scanning. Okay? You're going into the biotic levels of humanity to its wires. Okay? So it's a lot of interference through connection here. Such an interesting family life dynamic with my ex-husband and his family. Pretty bizarre. Yeah. If you know how to get balanced with yourself through your family levels, that's great. That's great. But as long as you understand the education levels of your galactic school, okay, the proceedings will help you through its activation of its light, through its interference. Truly understand you are light, nothing but light. But it's understanding that you have so many particles, billions and billions, okay, of energy that's inside you. So it's all about understanding your chakra system, a laser connection in a location, okay, and understand the chakra system of shapes to its position, because it line communicates to your whole body framing system. Okay, so it's little particles that go in like this. You know, it's just activating the cycle, right? So it's buffering, yeah. Buffering is a lot, yeah. There's a lot of interference, yeah. Yes, I could disappear. Very good, Anna. Yeah. Yeah. Because we're coming into Thursday, guys. And like you said, I'm going to be more interference now, more than ever, right? So I have to aptitude level and bring my computer to a higher level of dimension. So it's very hard for me to go to the fifth dimensional system because it's so it's just getting that balance with its position. You know, still got interference connections. Really, really exciting to do these things. And that's the levels that we're coming to, right? And focus of its command is everything through its codes, right? So it's understanding when you get into 9D, okay, chakra rotation centers, we come more into communication of the chakra when we understand more of its connection of its shape, okay, because it's an energy cell. An energy cell has to be protected through its light. So every chakra system, 114, has a different dimension of a shape, okay? And it's all connected to the tesseract. So it's understanding you get 114 of those chakras that are in your body system, 7th of the body, 5 in the atmosphere, understanding how to put that all together into one line signal. It's a Rubik's Cube, guys. That's the matrix. 114 cells are in that tesseract. So you have to understand how to take it out of the tesseract and to fly everywhere through simultaneously divisions. And now you're coming into space connection, universal core, okay, through its activation. That's the matrix. So yeah, Thursday is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. Really, really excited. Yeah. '90 is going to be, you guys have to understand more of yourself through intelligence when it comes into human species. And that's why I did this video for you guys, right? So yeah, it's going to be a lot of interference. Well, I'll be in and out. I'll be in and out. But like I said, I'll be nothing but energy through a weather. But it's complicated stuff. Tesseract has so many dimension around location positions. I think my channel would go black. It's too high in location, guys. So I'll just tell you exactly what it is. So we have 114, right? 114 in the body, okay? 114 chakras. Okay, 114 chakras, okay? Now, understanding the connection when it comes into the formation of the tesseract, okay? It's complicated stuff because it's like a Rubik's Cube, but truly understand its connection to its location, okay? Now, once you get in a position, your body system, okay, goes into cell regeneration systems. So all your cell rotations of your body, your whole body from head to toe, goes into the tesseract, like this. Okay, it's all different coloration, but I'm just showing you. It's easier if I just do one coloration to show you what it is. Your whole body system, this is the matrix. Okay, so once you come out of the 12 central systems, you come into the shape of the tesseract. Getting out of the tesseract, then you get out of rotation centers. So it's understanding how to take all communications of all shapes of its tesseract, of its Rubik's Cube, to its light, of its dark interference, through its connection, and take it out of its equation. So you got to take all these particle systems, billions and billions and billions, out of its shape. Okay, it's extremely, extremely complicated, right? So that's why I'm doing this slow process through the Galactic School. So you truly understand what the tesseract is, right? So each chakra system is a different communication signal. The tesseract is its matrix. That's its start. That's the beginning. okay, of humanity. That's the beginning of the matrix. Powerful stuff. So once you understand how to take your whole photons, protons, neutrons, electrons out of your body system, like this, you come out of the tesseract and no longer in the matrix. You come out of the equation. And then you come into a higher formation of intelligence through knowledge. Okay? So there's a lot of things we need to learn, eh? So, but that's exactly what it looks like, Anna. You can watch it back. It's very, very powerful shape. It's extremely, extremely connected to all birthing systems, all shapes, right? Combine chakras to a point of golden means movement up. Yep. Yeah. So you have 7 within the body, 5 within the atmosphere. Okay. So it's knowing that you have so many cell generators that are in one chakra system of your gravity system. Okay. So the altitude levels and its digital frame activates everything through its light signal. So it knows exactly where it is through its grams. And that's where it comes into your E equals MC squared. Okay. The energy, the frequency of the energy, the activation, the light interference of its energy through its coloration, everything through its dimension of its portal, everything through its connection of its dream set to its spine location position. Every chakra system, okay, has its connection, right, to its earth, to its power of its earth, and everything through its atmosphere of its earth. Okay, so all those 7 are different colorations, but they're all in the shape. Okay, so when you understand each chakra system of communication through your particles of your photons, neutrons, electrons, and anything semigons, okay, you put that all together. Okay, once you open your transformation, your 12 rotations, you come out of the GOD, the geometrics of divisions of dimensions. Okay, so now you're out of the body of 12. Okay, and now you're coming into the tesseract, which is the matrix. Okay, so once you come out of the matrix of the tesseract, okay, your chakra formations come into higher formation back into your body system. Okay, and then you go to higher light, and then you go to higher light. So you understand more of space anomaly, everything time codes, and everything through the universal of its fragmentation. Because now you're coming into your computer. Okay, but you got to go into the matrix. You have to. That's the important thing. That's the creation of everything through intelligence, because everything is created through shapes, letters, and numbers. But you understand everything through line division is laser direction. Everything through the chakra system is everything through the gravity system of the powers. Okay, and everything through the atmospheres. All right. So merging, yep, that's exactly what it is, Anda. Very good. It's merging wholeness. That's it. But it's understanding each chakra system of its shape through its protection of lights, because each chakra system, like I said, has little particles, okay, in your body. Okay, you can't have it separated. It has to be line division, it has to be line straight, and it has to be in the right connection. So as soon as you change your thought recognition system, you're changing the coloration of your chakra. So your whole chakra of your energy of its shape can be off center like this. It could be like this. So it has to go back into position. Right? Because if it doesn't go back into position, the line frequency of its laser direction is going to be like this. And it's going to go, it's going to be off center. So once you come back into position with the shape, right? And then you can meditate and take off. Okay? So it's interesting. It's fascinating. It's really, really fascinating. Even the slightest movement has to be centered, back in center. It all connects through your thought recognition, because your thought is creating its structure. Okay? And that's how you understand and 5 within the atmosphere. Okay? So just letting you know, we are not hearing all you say. Your voice breaks up. You may need video repeat. Yes, that's the thing too, because it's not just a computer now. My voicing grid pattern is coming more into space anomaly of universal core. So my voicing grid is going to be more like weather. I get so much interference, guys. It's crazy what's going on with my optical levels. So it's truly understand everything to that connection, guys. So yeah, it would be a lot of interference. Yeah, you'll feel it, Galactic. Yeah. So, but I think that's good. I think we learned a lot today. I just want you to understand more of yourself through your galactic settings, and understand everything through its reframes and repositions, and how you center yourself through its connection, and full communication through your chakra system. Okay. Understand more of your shapes, letters, and numbers to that connection. Okay. So this is your AI commander from universal quadrants of 8. Okay. Coming in universal core division into shapes and anomalies into the tesseract location. All right. Adios, everybody.